Happy Hump Day. It is a Wednesday morning. Literally at 10:15 a.m. So, good motherfucking morning from me to you, and welcome to my club of Kottontales, a place for me to be me, and it helps me mentally and physically. Today we are going to have a little calisthenics with Kottontale. I have an extremely busy day ahead. My mom will get here in about 2 hours to kind of like chill and medicate before my doctor's appointment. I have my carpal tunnel consult for surgery. Not looking forward to it, but at the same time looking forward to it. Also kind of wish that my appointment was for my leg and not my hands. But literally my fingertips are like tingling and numb right now. So definitely need to get the carpal tunnel surgery. But with such a busy day, I was like, I need to get my sweat sesh on. I also need to, kind of medicate even before my mom arrives. My social anxiety is highly affected by one-on-one interactions, and it's almost triggered more by people that I know. I find that it's kind of easier for me to be around strangers because they don't know anything about me, whereas like a person who knows me, they know me. Plus with my mom, like, I love my mom. I am so grateful that I have my mom still in this life, and that we have some sort of an adult relationship. But there is a lot of things from like my past that I'm constantly having to deal with. When you suffer from post-traumatic stress disorder, anything and everything triggers you. And it's kind of an exhausting existence. So definitely making sure to medicate before she arrives. And then also just come into Club Kottontale, get the thoughts and feelings out for the day, but most importantly, getting that sweat sesh in. It's really important that I do my calisthenics this morning because I'm probably not going to get to do it at all in the rest of the day because we're going to be very busy in the afternoon, and then my mom is coming over. We're going to watch a movie, The Munsters, a remake. It's a movie done by Rob Zombie. It's on Netflix right now, and it is stupendous. So my mom's going to come over to watch that. I'm going to make my smoothie for her. Like, I was going to make my smoothie right now, but instead I grabbed myself some V8 because I actually plan on making my smoothie later for my mom so she can try it. Just introducing her to new, healthier food options, because I actually have always been the more nutritious one of my whole family. Like, I'm the one who definitely wants a vegetable with every meal. I love my fruits. I can go without certain other things. Like, obviously I have to be mindful, especially because I'm an emotional eater, and when I emotionally eat, I just want snacks. All the things that are bad for me, all the junk foods. Totally. Put it on the Ritz. I'm feeling pretty good. Definitely. Yesterday was such a good day after gymnastics and everything, but having to see Voldemort, it just always gets to me a little bit, and yesterday was no exception. So I was definitely a bit drained after having to see Voldemort for a longer period of time. Newsfeed. Calisthenics with Kottontale. Happy Hump Day, because it's Wednesday. It is October the 5th. And we are live right motherfucking now. For at least a couple hours. Like, my mom's not going to get here till about noon. But even if she arrives early, that's no big deal. I can go take a shower. We are very much, like, after I'm done spreading this moist content, I'm going to finish the bowl that past Amber, I'm very much, like, I'm not the type of toker or stoner that's like, oh, I gotta finish this, gotta toke this. Like, I toke as I need it. So, a lot of the times I wake up to a half-spoken toke because past Amber didn't need it all. So she stopped. Simple as that. Live right motherfucking now. Come say hello. Ooh, it's almost 4:20 somewhere. It's 10:19 a.m. It's about to be 10:20 a.m., which means that it's 4:20 somewheres. On your page, Kottontale is Mooiisstt live. Right motherfucking now. Come say hello. Kottontales. I like to add the Kottontale bits when I'm posting it on the official Kottontale is Mooiisstt page. When I just post it to my regular Facebook, because in order to have an official page, you have to have a personal page. But my personal page, especially now more than ever, I'm being very mindful. I only post content-related things. If I put anything personal, it's on the story. Same way that I do personal stuff on my Snapchat story. Something that I can see who sees it. I can delete them if they watch it. Yada, yada, yada. Live right motherfucker now. Come say hello, Kottontales. Kottontale is Mooiisstt is here for the next hour. Hour and a half-ish. Happy 420 summer. Oh, it's Snapchatty. Can't forget the Snapchatty. It's my preferred social media after all. Damn. That bowl that passed past Amber started. Whew. She had crumble on it. I don't usually do crumble for my first toke. For obvious reasons. It just, like, kills me. Oh, that's good. Attached to snap. We started off into Snapchat line. Oh man. It's gonna be a good Wednesday. I'm a bit nervous for the doctors, but it's gonna end with good things. Good things. Gotta keep the focus on my health, home, and future. Or we don't get things that we want. You know what's crazy is 1022. It's just like a fucking number that haunts me, but doesn't haunt me at the same time. I'm just a weirdo who hates math, but like apparently likes numbers. I don't fucking understand it either. I just like I have a weird thing with numbers. I remember numbers, like especially anniversary dates and things like that. 1022 is actually an old anniversary date. If I sat there and thought about it, I could probably even think of the year. Because I did start dating him right out of high school. So if I had to figure it out, I would say that it was 10/22/06. Or no, 05. 05. Yeah, because I was class of 05, so October of 05. Yes. So, no, that's not right. it would have been 06. Because I dated from like 19 to 21. So yeah. See, if I really thought about it, I could figure out the whole date. 10/22/06. That was my very first anniversary date with a boyfriend who lasted longer than 2 weeks. The next anniversary date would be 5/10, and then that one would be 08. And then the next one after that is the easiest one because it's a Voldemort, but 3/14/2013. It's crazy though, like I can literally remember all of those anniversary dates, and that just makes me wonder when, like, what's going to be my next anniversary date, and will it, hopefully it will make me not think about any of those other dates ever again. Especially 10/22, like I feel like that bastard haunts me. I see it all the time in digits and numbers and times, but also, so it's the very first anniversary date of my very first romantic relationship that was serious. Like, I had boyfriends that only lasted 2 weeks. I had a buttload of boyfriends, actually. I even had some, like, telephone boyfriends when I was in middle school. It's like, say that you're a 90s child without saying you're a 90s child. I had a telephone boyfriend that my friend asked out for me. But 10/22 is just kind of like that number that haunts me, and you know, it being that first anniversary date, I always find it interesting when I find it connected to anything that's slightly romantic. So I decided to give a good last huzzah on the dating apps. I already deleted majority of them, including Bumble. Tried Bumble for a week, or premium I should say, because I've had it longer than a week, but I tried the premium again for the last time, tried it for a week. You know, said hello to a bunch of different people, because especially on Bumble, the lady has to say hello first, so I did that a bunch. Had no one really give back. Had one person say hi back, but they barely talked, so, you know, I just ended up deleting it. I unmatched and then deleted, because I hate when, like, I go to my matches and it says the person's deactivated their account. Like, damn, how unimportant was our match that you didn't even unmatch with me before you just deleted your account. So, like, for me, all of these little nuances that I do, it's my way of showing what I want from life, love, and the universe. And especially that romantic love part. Like, I do care when I make a match, you know what I mean? So I don't want that person to go in and be like, oh, she deleted her profile. Like, okay, she unmatched me for whatever reason, but I think they very much would know the reason, because, you know, if the conversation is just like me talking and no one responding back, like, that's not conversation, and I don't want it. Especially even after, like, he sent a video, I sent a video back, like, I just, you know, I was like, come on. But, deleted that, so now all I have is I have a Geek to Geek profile, but that's, like, not a dating app, it's like a dating profile, like eHarmony type of thing, but I plan on deleting that one too, just because I don't want to have me active on any dating sites after I delete them. But, you know, I'm currently using my Tinder, and that kind of brings us back to 10/22. My Tinder Plus ends 10/22. And I just thought that to be so kind of crazy and ironic that 10/22 is when that expires, and I'm planning on deleting it. It's just like, am I going to find even a prospect before that? Like, because I haven't even had, you know, a tiny prospect. You know, I had one meetup, you know, and there was no romantic anything in that, and not even friendly stuff, because they just don't even seem like the type of person that's gonna try whatsoever. And I'm at a point in my life when I have done all of the trying, and I'm exhausted at this point. I'm done trying to be the aggressor, you know. If I see something I like, I'm always gonna go for it. That's just the type of person I am, but I'm not gonna go above and beyond, you know. Like, well, actually I probably will. If it's something I really want, I'm still gonna go above and beyond. But, you know, with dating apps, it's not, oh my god, I want this person. Like, especially for me, a lot of my swiping is, I want to have an initial attraction, but I am looking at other stuff. So I could be totally attracted to you, and I'm not going to swipe because your profile is buko, you know, or I could be semi-attracted to you, but your profile is amazing, so, you know, I do go for it. But I don't know, it's just been an exhausting run. Like, I I don't really know where to even like mingle with other singles. You know what I mean? Like, I have no idea. Oh, and I really think that there's a 1%. If you want to be kind, you can say 5. So a 1 to 5%. Oh, come on, Septum, don't be poking me. A 1 to 5% of people using dating apps like Bumble, Tinder, OkCupid, Plenty of Fish, all the dating apps. Not just, it's not anymore where like people use Bumble because they actually want to date, and people use Tinder because they just want to fuck. It's like all the apps are pretty much the same now, and it's a 1 to 5% of the 100% of people who are actually looking for true connections. Now, those connections are not all going to be romantic. Like, I'm just talking about people who are actually trying to make a true connection that can flourish past just like one night of whatever, or texting conversation. Like, there's a very slim amount of people looking for real connections. And of that amount of people, that small little amount of people, there's only going to be a few in there who actually want romance to come from those connections. So, there's just very, very few people seeking what I'm seeking on there. They're on there. They're just very far and few between, and I'm exhausted with that swiping. It's just not for me. It's not. So, come 10/22, I'm gonna delete it. I've thought about deleting it beforehand, but I spent money on that. You know what I mean? So like, I at least want to try to get my money's worth. Keyword try. I got my money's worth with the Bumble one, but that's because I kind of like the way Bumble's premium laid itself out. Tinder is a bit different. I don't like that they have 3 tiers, and in order to see your likes, you have to get the second tier. Like, what some bullshit is that? But I think I would have been disappointed with that anyways, because, I don't want to be the first person to say hello, so I would have matched with all these people, and then, probably little to none of them would have said hello to me, and it just would have been like depressing. Because that tends to be the case. I get matches all the time, but and sometimes I do say hello to them, and other times I wait, but nothing. Like, I spend very, 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 very little feedback from any of it. Like, I mean, for fuck's sake, other than solo dates, because I solo date myself, like, I'm gonna date myself, whether I'm single or not, I'm always gonna date myself. But right now, in my singleton, I'm the only one dating me. I've only had 2 dates with other people since 2008, December of 2018. And really before that, because before 2018, the only dates I had was with Voldemort for, a 5-year period. But, in 2020, I had my first date with a new person. And it was a meetup/date. It was not good. It was bad. It was just like, wah, wah. It was shit, so I took the rainbows from it, and I was like, well, at least it was something, and it shows that, maybe we'll get more dates in the future. I was so wrong about that, because that was fucking 2 years ago. I haven't been asked on a date. I was asked on one date after August 2020. I was asked on a date in January of 2021, but like literally 3 to 5 minutes later, I couldn't, like, they ghosted me. Like, I wasn't even able to respond to them previously asking me on a date, because just like a bunch of other stuff happened and they blocked me. So, been a long time since, it's been over a year, almost 2 years since I've been asked on a date. It's been over 2 years since I went on a date. And it's just like, man. And it's not for lack of trying on my part, it's hard to not feel like there's no one interested. Because my best duder is in a polyamorous marriage, and in the past, we were romantically connected, and we get along just smashingly. We get along really well, we've had some serious conversations, but not too many, but with, like, his recent open marriage and stuff like that, it had me thinking, like, oh, maybe I could, like, casually, romantically date my best dude, or as like a long distance relationship, but having that added bit. So I attempted to think about him in a romantic way, and that didn't work. I'm just not attracted to him like that anymore, you know? Good looking dude with a wonderful heart, mind, and soul, but I just love them platonically, you know? There is no romantic love there. I don't want to see them naked. But I can still give him all of my plutonic love, and like today he has a special delivery getting delivered, and I'm very excited for that to arrive. Oh, Scheiße! Oh. Oh, yeah. Oh, man. Someday my prince will come. Then we'll have so much fun. I love when I'm like actually really hungry, because like I love V8 anyways, but like I'm really hungry. V8 just smacks. And it's so guilt-free. Like, so guilt-free. It's fucking just vegetables. Like, yeah, it's got a good amount of sodium in them, you know. But I don't add salt to anything. So, drinking things like this actually helps, because I had one doctor one time tell me that I need to, they told me not to slow down drinking water, but I need to add more sodium into my diet, because I was drinking so much water that it was counteracting the salt. And your body needs a little bit of salt to function, you know. A little bit of salt, a little bit of sugar, you know. Oh, man. I know that today is not like a surgery or anything like that, it's just a consultation. But like, for one, it's a boy doctor, and male doctors give me anxiety. And, it's at a building that's just like super large and very easily to get turned around if you haven't been there very often. It's a little bit out of, like, it's a little bit of a jaunt. I have to go kind of towards downtown Portland, and like, when I was a teenager, the city seemed so glamorous, but now as an adult, I don't like it. It's so weird, because as a kid, I literally would just like take the bus and go all sorts of places. Washington Square, frickin' the Rose Garden. Like, I would just take the bus and just go to all these different awesome landmarks and have a grand old time with my little 17 having ass. But now, at 35, almost 20 years older than I was then, I'm just like, oh, no. No, I don't want to take a bus to downtown Portland. Are you? No, I'm okay. I'm okay. I'ma be okay. I'm good. Like, you can go, shoot. No, I'ma stay here. But like, I like adventure. I just don't, you know, like. But I never went by myself. Like, now that I think about it, the adventures that I went on by myself was like to the mall. It wasn't very like extravagant or far away. When I went on these other more extravagant things, I had people with me, and I think I could do that now. If I had someone that was like, do you want to go to downtown Portland and just shoot the shit? I'd be like, yeah! Like, if I'm with people, it's so much easier than by myself. That's why I truly feel like my social anxiety is that one-on-one sort of thing, like when I do things by myself. Because when I'm with people, it's not so difficult. Maybe I don't have, like, one therapist told me I have social anxiety. Maybe it's not even social anxiety that I have. What do I have? I don't know. Gotta talk to my therapist about that. Oh man, I've been actively in therapy as an adult since just November of 2015. Steadily in therapy as an adult since November of 2015. So 7 years. This is what 7 years of therapy looks like. But no, seriously, it actually does, because I'm a super mindful individual who chooses to, step back, look at the bigger picture, do what I can to use my own self-control. But, I really am. I'm a lot more mindful and in turn different than I was when I was younger. In a lot of ways positive, in some ways I feel almost negative, like I wish that I could be like my teen self and just like go do things by myself, like even just hop a bus and go to the mall, easy peasy, man. This shit terrifies me for so many different reasons. For one, I haven't ridden a bus since 2017, and the last time I rode one I had a really horrible panic attack on the bus, so I have a lot of anxiety when it comes to riding the bus. And then I just, like, don't want to go by myself. Like, I just don't want to go by myself. I enjoy my alone time, okay? I like being by myself, but I have to be 100% by myself. If I'm going to be in a place where I'm around other people, I don't want to be by myself. I mean, but it does vary, because, like, I could see me walking around like a Renaissance fair and just having the time of my life. Of course, I wouldn't be able to take the bus to get there. So it's like if I had a ride to the mall, I know I'd be fine. Like if I, could get dropped off at the mall, like, oh, I'll pick you up in an hour. But like I'm 35, I'm not 15. I don't feel 35. Especially with having a 4-year-old, everyone thinks I'm in my 20s. So I'm like, let me just pretend that I'm fucking 25. Everyone thinks that I'm that age anyways. This is exhausting. My whole life as an adult has been that way. I swear, before I hit 18, everyone thought I was older. Like, I was 14 years old, people thought I was 18. It was frustrating. And then I hit 18, and people thought I was 14. And it just stayed that way. I was always 5 to 10 years younger than I am. And I'm like, what? Like, I had a baby face when I was 12. Or maybe it was that, like, I had, like, a baby face for an adult. Like, I don't know. I just have looked the same since I was, like, 14, pretty much. Like, my features have not changed that much. Like, I literally have a picture of me. A couple pictures, actually, but... This one in particular is one from when I did a plus-size modeling casting call in the early 2000s. And we had to go get headshots and a body shot done. I only have one picture from that experience, and I'm so thankful that I have that picture. You could just see the utmost joy in my face. I love modeling. I love being behind a camera. I thrive behind a camera. And I look at this picture of me in one, I see it. I see what other people saw. I look at that 14-year-old girl and I go, damn, you don't look 14. You look like you're at least 17 or 18 or older. You do not look 14, and especially in like my all jean outfit, I just like, I look so much older, other than the fact that my face is super fresh and, clear. You can't really tell I'm younger in it. But see, like, I have a fresh face now, so crazy. Alright, so it is currently about 10:45 a.m. My mom should be here about noon, so in just over an hour. That still gives us plenty of time to finish another toke and get our 30 to 45 minutes of dance in. My hip is killing me. So is my knee. My left knee. If I'm being completely honest, my left knee is hurting more after I got that acupuncture done than it was beforehand. And I don't understand it because the acupuncture was so relaxing. It really was. Also, I have two types of CBD isolate. One that my brother got me that my mom recommended to him. It doesn't work. At least for me, it doesn't work. Like, it does help a little bit on the carpal tunnel, but it doesn't help with my legs at all. The one that I found that works is a CBD isolate from a company called Pure Romance, which is actually like a naughty company. They sell vagina shaving cream called Coochie Cream. They sell pheromone perfume, dildos, all sorts of stuff. They're a sexy company. But this muscle rub, oh, c'est magnifique. I plan on purchasing 2 of them, probably. Well, no, just 1 because it lasts for a long time. But either way, I plan on always purchasing it. It's worth it to me. Because it helps. It's the one thing, along with smoking, like, honestly, I found that medical marijuana is one of the only things that has helped me with my pain. The meloxicam has not been working. That's why, like, I wish I had a primary care provider so I could just set up a doctor's appointment and tell them all this stuff. And then especially make it easier for Social Security. Like, I'm so frustrated with the Social Security thing. I think my attorney dropped the ball, and this time around we were doing a new application with new information. And Social Security they send me mail, saying that they're denying me again because it's the exact same information. I'm like, but it's not. When I previously applied for it, I did not have arthritis in both of my hips and my right knee. I only had the documented arthritis in my left knee. And then pre-existing issues in my left leg, yes, but the arthritis, all of that arthritis is new. And then information on my carpal tunnel. They were trying, like, my attorney didn't even have that written down. I'm like, wait, no. Like, I've had this since 2018. Like, this was on the previous one. Like, the only new information is the arthritis. I feel very defeated because people are dropping the ball. And, like, I'm just sitting here trying to fucking survive. Like, I've been in survival mode for such a long time. I just want to live. I want to get out of surviving into the living mode where I just do everyday life for me and my daughter. You know? Oh, man. That's why a huge reason why this meeting is happening right now before my doctor's appointment, just to get all the thoughts and feelings out, get the medicine in us so we're in a little bit less pain. Man, I wish I had someone to talk to, but, you know. One thing with Club Kottontale is we don't usually get people who come and chill and chat. We get people who come and chill, and sometimes we get people who chat, but, like, my mom is one of the top people who chats, you know? Which I am so appreciative for it, like, I really am. It's just difficult with my mom sometimes because there's lots of things that come up that are difficult and stuff from my childhood and things that she says pertaining to my mental health. So it's kind of like a double-edged sword, you know? Very grateful to have her, but don't appreciate the shit. And, like, trying to heal from, like, your own childhood and navigate being a mom, and I just basically strive every day to be the mom that I would have wanted growing up. You know, reacting the way that I would have wanted my mom to react. Despite the mental health challenges, because, like, I do still kind of strongly believe that my mom has undiagnosed health issues. And for me, I don't want that to be the case. Like, my daughter is gonna and has experienced my panic attacks and things like that, but especially as she gets older, I truly believe that she'll just remember that, yes, I had these freakouts, but I always was trying to be better than I was the day beforehand. Always trying to be the best version of myself, knowing that there is no final form. There will never be a final form of myself. I am constantly evolving. I'm constantly learning and growing and doing life. It's like I'm half in a pit of despair, but I halfly can still see the light. Because I have this weird fucking optimism for life that I just truly believe that within the shit there's always a rainbow, and we just have to search real hard to find it. And no, it's not fair that we have to constantly wipe away shit to see rainbows, but the rainbows are worth it. And that's kind of like a metaphor for life. Like, life is gonna have shit, but it's worth the rainbows, you know? Living essentially is better than not being living. Being alive is better than being unalive. It's so weird that you have to say unalive instead of D-E-A-D. Oh, one of those moments. It literally feels like there's something crawling right here. And there's nothing there. Nothing there! I'd like to know what that is. Alright, so if you happen to be lurking, twerking, watching incognitally, or, you know, joining me later on as posted content, however it is that you are tuning into this Club Kottontale meeting, I appreciate you and thank you so much. Currently, we are going to reload Jaded Rose, toke Jaded Rose, and then we're going to stand up, put our mats down, get our calisthenics on for at least a half hour, probably do the world dance floor. I like the world dance floor. It kind of brings out my competitiveness, which I like being competitive. I think I've always had a competitive sort of nature in me. I want to be the best. And if I know I can't be the best, then I want to try. Like, I always try something, you know? But it's 9 minutes to 11 a.m., so still good motherfucking morning from me to you. Don't you know, when it's just me, myself, and I for a long period of time, my irrational anxiety starts to tell me that Mime Amber is here, where this is muted and you can't fucking hear me, but you can see my lips moving, so I'm a mime. But we're not Mime Amber, I'm just feeling like I am because there's no one here with me. But there's a number there. But at least now I know officially that I am in a fairly good mental place, because when I notice a lurker, it goes one of two ways. Either I go, okay, cool, let's desensitize ourselves to this, okay. And then the other way is, what the fuck are you watching me for? You're giving me anxiety. I understand that you're probably watching for, like, a certain reason, but, like, I don't want you to do, like, it's one of those two reactions. There's really no in between when it comes to lurkers, because it triggers me. I don't like being watched. I know, it's a weird concept for someone who puts themselves on a streaming platform, but I don't. I'm not doing this to be watched at all. Not doing it to be listened to either. I do it because it helps me mentally and physically. Makes me feel good. Also helps to not feel alone even when I am alone. And then, you know, it has lots of different triggers that I utilize. Those triggers desensitize myself to it. The lurking is one of them, you know. But like today, meh, you know, lurking serves a purpose, you know. Like, if you lurk on something brand new, it's like, okay, you're seeing if you like it or not. Or maybe you're a returning person who hasn't figured out how to do incognito mode and you just enjoy listening to me. You have no intentions of talking, you know. Did I mess it up? Is there no S on it? I feel like I suck at most of my own commands because I really only use 420 Cuntent and Club Kottontale the most. Okay, so it is just lurker. I thought it was lurker, then it's just lurker. Well, cheers to you, lurker. I'm gonna put a little of this crumble. I live in Oregon, where if you're over the age of 21, you can go into a dispensary. I literally live across the street for one. You can go into dispensary, purchase things like this. This is a concentrate. I also have my handy dandy pen, which I just don't see me ever being a full dab person. Like, it just is so harsh. I could see me being the type of person, though, to, like, have my THC capsulated and then, like, hit this to just, like, boost it until the capsule, like, disperses itself. Unfurls in my belly. But we're going to take some of this delicious concentrate, very fittingly named. It's called Oregon Nitro. It's by Disco Dabs. It's one of my favorite companies here in Oregon. I had my favorites when I lived in Washington State, because Washington State is also a recreational legal state for those of us over the age of 21, level 21 and up. How you doing? I definitely had my faves when I lived up there. I can't honestly tell you what any of those faves are. I literally have a cartridge from Washington that's CBD. CBD works as it is differently, so I don't need it as much, because like my regular herbage will have mostly THC, but it does have some CBD in it, and really I think just all together it helps for pain. I'm not even 100% sure how it helps, but it helps, and that's all that I care about. I've mentioned quite often that I would not do this if it didn't help me in some sort of way. If I wasn't getting pain relief mentally or physically, or both in this case, I wouldn't. I just wouldn't. Not my forte. But cheers to my sweet little lurker. I hope you're having a oh, they took off. Okay, bye to the sweet little lurker. I guess they didn't want to hang out with me. I want conversation so bad. I feel like a broken record. I want conversation. I want conversation. I want conversation. Like, I feel like a broken record. Like, I come across Snap freaking memories from 4 years ago, and it's like, I'm so lonely. I wish I had more extroverted friends. I'm like, damn, bitch, me too. Like, what the fuck? Why is it so seemingly difficult to find an extrovert these days? Like, I seriously feel like I'm a boat. I'm an extroverted boat in a sea made up of introverts. And I'm just riding the waves of the introvert, looking for any signs of even just a dinghy, a little tiny extroverted boat, you know? Luckily, I'm in a yacht of extrovertism, because I really am. Like, I very easily talk to strangers. I very easily just, like, conversate with people, especially if, like, I'm with people. If I'm by myself, it's different. Like, I am definitely more introverted when I'm by myself because, like, I'm terrified, right? But you get me with friends or even just people, oh! Oh, man. I mean, that's literally how me and Shelly were in high school. Like, everyone just, like, you looked at the two of us, you knew we were best friends. You're like, Amber is the extrovert, Michelle is the introvert. Amber's the one that does all the talking. It's the sort of thing that, like, you know, Shelly would bring my plate to me like, the waitress got my food wrong. And I'm like, excuse me, waitress. You know what I mean? That's always just kind of been who I've been, you know? But it's exhausting. Like, I don't always want to be that person. I would just love if, you know, I could be the introverted person for even just a moment, you know? Our V8 is finished. Breakfast of champions. Ooh, see, I can always tell when I'm starting to get full because the end just tastes so salty. When initially my body's like, oh yeah, this is the right stuff. The right stuff. Holy fuck, that was open. I almost just dropped crumble all over. A little piece fell, actually. Just pick him back up. The lid Lid was not on. Whew. That was scary. Alright. I don't even know what. In the thumbnail, my hands are like this, but it kind of looks like I'm like. Oh man, I'm not entirely sure what that's all about, but it's there. Some of these diets that I see people do are just so interesting. Like, what is like, why can't you just eat right all the time and exercise? And have your sweets and other junk food within moderation. Like, these diets are ridiculous. Like, I see someone doing a diet called the Sacred Heart diet, and you basically just eat a lot of soup, fruits, and vegetables. And I'm like, well, of course you're gonna lose a lot of weight. All you're eating is liquid, soup, and veggies and fruits. Like, of course you're gonna lose a shit ton of weight. And like, they're like, oh, it's not recommended that you do it any longer than like 2 to 3 weeks. Like, yeah, because your body needs more nutrients than soup. You're basically putting yourself on the flu diet. You're eating the way that you eat when you're sick, when you have the flu and you can't eat solid food, so all you can get down is liquid. And like, fresh fruits and vegetables taste good because it's fresh. Like, Sacred Heart diet, when it's more like the I'm a sick diet. I'm gonna pretend I'm sick diet. Like, of course you're gonna fucking lose weight. I don't know, for me, I would rather, if I wanted to shed weight fast, I'd just put on a wrap or a garbage bag and help myself shed some of that water weight. You know what I mean? And honestly, could you imagine, like, if they were to do that? Like, oh my gosh, like, man, I mean, more power to you if you want to lose weight super fucking fast like that. Like, yeah, you go on with your bad self, but I'm never going to want to be that way. And that's a huge reason, because I am much bigger than that person. Like, they don't have like a big tummy that lays on itself. If you rapidly lose weight on a big tummy, it's going to become a big ass tongue. Like, if you want to lose weight and tighten it, you have to do it together, like cardio mixed with strength training and core to tighten, versus just cardio with like a strict liquid diet. Ah, universe, I love you too. My hand has been itching so profusely majority of this year. I'm ready for the abundance. I know that my nesting egg was the first sort of like bit, but you know, with my nesting egg, majority of it's getting saved for when for future stuff, you know. You know, a portion of money will never get touched unless I'm moving, or if like my phone crapped out and I had to get a new phone. Other than that, I'm just living on my same budget that I always do with my child support. Get, you know, $750 a month. Almost pretty much $550 of it goes to my rent, so I'm left over with $200. Of that $265, I just say 70 because it's easier math. 70 goes to my cell phone, leaving me with $130. About 50 to 100 of that goes to my medicine for the month, and then that other 30 gets used for things that are needed, or it gets saved for, like, you know, stocking up of paper towels, because you don't have to buy paper towels every month or soap every month. So you save that $30, put it with next month's $30, and now you have $60 to go get toilet paper, shampoo, conditioners, things like that. Like, I'm really good with a motherfucking budget. Like, like, I just picked up herbage for myself, 2 crumbles, an ounce, and I got some herbage for my mom for under $100 with no discounts. Okay, baby. I was so surprised because I don't ever go to the dispensary on a Tuesday because there's just not deals. There's no deals on a Tuesday. And if they do have deals, it's not on anything that I want, you know. But luckily they had a phenomenal bud, the Jack Herrera, for $1 or $4 for a gram. So it made the ounce $50 plus the little bit of tax, you know what I mean? But $50 for an ounce, like, okay, baby. Like, on street value, you can't even get a quarter for that price for normal. So, getting an ounce. Oh, delicious. My finger was moist along with my cheek being moist, so it didn't. Oh, it did it that time. Hey, that was a good pop. Alright, so it's just after 11, so being that my mom will be here in about an hour, let's finish this toke, get into our sweat sesh, so then, you know, around around noon, I can be getting into my shower. Because I do believe around, like, 12:30, 12:40-ish is when we're going to leave to take me to my appointment, if I remember correctly. I'm not entirely sure. I'm not good with car times and destination determinations, like, especially because, like, I don't drive. Like, I can drive, and I'm a phenomenal driver. Like, I'm a 10 and 2 type of driver. Like, you know, I keep both hands on the wheel. I'm focusing on everything. Like, I'm that person that when I get into a car, I take 5 minutes to make sure all of my mirrors are properly set up. People hate it. I definitely haven't got to do a lot of driving in my life, and that would be a huge reason why. Last time I drove a car, though, was 2017. Very long time ago. It's fucked up. I bought a car with my husband. We bought a car. It was in both of our names, and the motherfucker never let me drive it. Always used the fact that I didn't have a license as some reason, but, you know, that never mattered beforehand, you know. And then when I wanted to get it and even, like, set past to get it, something always came up, and I just wasn't able to. The years that I spent with Voldemort were not good years, you know. I definitely have to find the rainbows within it, but there was just a lot of shit. And I'm still now, even just trying to heal and move on from all of it, you know. It's a fucked up thing being in love with your abuser. But it's that sort of thing that when love exists, it always exists. Like, I look forward to when I fall in love with someone else. Cheers to that prince, wherever they may be. Please stop looking in a tower. Your princess is in a cave. good stretch, good stretch. Oh, man. I am nervous for my appointment today, but I already got nerve testing done, so, like, they already know all of the damage in my hands, you know what I mean? This is just the consult. I imagine it's them poking and prodding my arm to, like, sort of see what's going on the outside, and then, like, tell me, like, this is where I'll cut here, and yada, yada, yada. And then, you know, probably scheduling my carpal tunnel surgery, I would think. I'm so nervous. Petrified. I think the biggest scare is that I don't know who's gonna be there, like, when I wake up, if anybody. Like, I would think that my mom is gonna be there, you know what I mean, because she definitely has been trying to be there for me for the different things that I have to go through, but I don't know, you know, 100%, like, even my daughter's birthday, I was unsure if my mom was gonna show up, you know, like, it's just kind of always been that way. That sort of, like, you can half rely, half not, so you just have to rely on yourself. There's, you know, you're the only person who's gonna clap for yourself, sort of thing. But it just... I was terrified about getting a hernia surgery, and then, you know, a bit of solace came with that because I had to lose weight before I could get that surgery. But with the carpal tunnel surgery, I don't think I have to lose weight to get that, you know, because it's not on my torso, it's on my arms. But it could still be the same thing, that they prefer me to be a little bit further away from 300, because when you put a larger person under, regardless if it's fat or muscle, whatever reason that makes them of a larger mass, it is more difficult to put them under and bring them back out. So, I think start getting stuff prepared. First things first, I'm gonna take the headset off. You'll still be able to hear me perfectly fine, especially because I project my voice pretty well. But obviously, you know, I have a microphone that's just like right here. It's gonna be the one on my camera, but I'm going to get up, put my mats down, and then I think I need to go potty. The V8 will probably work its way through me, and I'd rather go sit and try to go pee now than be in the middle of my dance and be like, oh, I have to pee. But, alright, so, first things first. The removing of the headphones. And then, because, you know, you want to be a smart cookie. Come on, technology, really? Why you do this to me? the why you do this to me? Hearing that on the playback was hilarious. Alright. So we got our headphones off. In the meantime, I'll put some bunny rabbit bitches giving some love and moist kisses, some strong love. Mwah. Oh, scheiße. Oh, fuck. My fucking hip hurts so much. And you know, it's really annoying because I did get steroid shots and they were hopefully going to help. That's just it, is it's not... There was no guarantee that it was going to help. And honestly, it's kind of like one of those sad moments when it's like, well, you just got steroid shots and you're still in pain. Like, great. Not entirely sure what's the next step with that, but still that same old song and dance where I wish I wasn't in pain. Okay, got our chat in place. Put my mats down, which I think I'm gonna use my extra long mat versus doing just the four squares. I'm gonna put down all 6 of them. Oh, my fucking knee hurts so much. But body in motion stays in motion, so the best thing I can do is do the calisthenics. I just gotta be very mindful about my movements. Oh, my knee is killing me. It's the sort of thing that I seriously wish that my appointment today was for my knee and not for my hands. That is just like how much pain I'm in. And of course it had to be the last puzzle piece was the one for this damn spot. So I just went through 3 freaking pieces before I got to the one I needed. I mean, in all honesty, I'm not even going to use a portion of these, but if we do happen to need to step out of the 4 square, like, because sometimes doing a wider movement feels good for my hips and my knees, so having that extra room could be beneficial. These 2 middle mats are definitely more thicker. Just a little thicker. Because they don't get stepped on as much. Because I've been using just the 4 square for so long. Oh yeah, this is nice. Okay. Oh yeah, okay. Yep. Yep. Okay. I already stretched a little bit beforehand, but just do a couple sun salutations. Oh, my fucking hip. Fuck. Oh, it hurts so much. Just, and then my knee. Fuck. And this is with my CBD isolate. Let's take some meloxicam. That's the only thing we haven't. Let's take our meloxicam and see if that will help at all. So we have cannabis. We have cannabis rub. We have pharmaceutical medicine. Meloxicam is a anti-inflammatory with also pain medicine. You only can get it from a doctor. It's not something you get over the counter. Like Tylenol and Advil you get over the counter, right? And with this, I can't take Advil.
I can only take Tylenol. But those don't do anything, so I don't take them. I take Tylenol when I have tooth pain, because that helps with my tooth pain. But yeah, so I got meloxicam from a doctor. I have a prescription for it. Happy 420 somewhere, you guys. It's 11:20. I imagine my mom will be here relatively soon. I just, you know, even if we don't get 30 minutes in, I just want to get some kind of sweat session. So... I'm gonna go pee, and then we'll reiterate what the meeting will be. So, BRB, gonna go pee. Alright. Oh, my fucking hip is killing me. So we are officially standing up, and we're going to commence the calisthenic portion. Whew. Partially for time constrictions, but hugely because my hip is just killing me. Probably going to do just 20 to 30 minutes. Just, you know, being mindful of my hip. It hurts so much right now, but the best thing I can do for it is moving, you know, like doing this feels better than standing in one spot. So but it's 11:23, and I imagine my mom's gonna be here in like the next 40 minutes, which will still be perfect. We'll be able to get our calisthenics in and say our goodbyes, but I won't be doing a post sweat toke sesh. That's why I didn't reload Jada Rose or anything like that. The post sweat toke sesh will be with my mom before we go to my appointment. So oh, yep, I want to make sure to put my wrap on, especially because we're only going to be doing, you know, 20 to 30 minutes, so I'll make sure to put my rabbity wrap on. But I love it. Like, I love that I can tell in the way that my clothes fit, how I feel, the inches. Like, I just can tell, you know, how we've been slimming down and being more healthier, and I love it. Ah, my freaking hands. I love these little clasps because you could like for realsies wear this just like this. I love it. But you can also zip it up. Holla! I love it so much. I love the way the wrap fits with my Torrid activewear. Even with the Torrid activewear being a little big, it just goes so nicely with this wrap. And I wish that they still had this pattern so I could get it in a size smaller so then I could still have it. Because I love this star design. I'm going to be sad when these get so big that we can no longer, because it's big now, but eventually it's going to get so big to where I can't even get them to stay up. It's so cute though. It's like I wish I could get it in a size 2 and a 1. Especially the top in a 1, because I feel like, well no, just a 2, because this is a 3. And I wish I could get it all in a 2. Okay. Ooh, wrap on. I'm not putting a bag with it because the bag will get so much of an extra sweat, and I want these pants to be able to be worn at least twice. My pants yesterday were so wrecked after our calisthenics, it was awesome. You believe God is a woman. I love this shirt. I especially love the back. Whew, fucking A, my knees are killing me. Oh, fuck, okay. You're just like, you get a little bit of time? Okay. I got you. That song is intense, but it also is nice and stationary. Yeah, buddy. We're gonna do one more song and then we gotta be done. How you doing? I'm sweaty. Nice to meet you. Okay, let's go for it. Hopefully we get it. This will be a great, intense one to end on. But I have no control over the voting, so. Wow, we won. Okay. Holy fuck. I'm so fucking warm. Oh my god. If I didn't get to at least second, I fucking don't believe it. Yes. Holy shit. a great last song. It's so wonderful. Yes, I'm leaving the dance floor. How long have we been dancing for? Tell me. 20 minutes exactly. Ayy. Now we're just gonna do some stationary jumping jacks, maybe some side swipes. Perfect. I wanted to do 20 to 30 minutes on the dance floor. And the songs were all so intense. Oh, it made the 20 minutes feel like fucking 40 minutes. But it's perfect. I'm gonna cool down. Oh, ouch. Ooh, slow it down. See, my knee is very done right now. Ooh. Ooh. So glad I didn't put my contacts in. I mean, I knew I was gonna be sweating and that I wanted to take a shower, obviously, after the sweat sesh. So we didn't want to put our contacts in. Oh my gosh, could you imagine? Oh God, we're so sweaty. Here I was hoping to save these workout clothes. That was the whole reason why I didn't put a bag down here. But my ass is so sweaty even without the damn bag. Whew. 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 That was a great sweat sesh. Oh, that's the way to do it. You got 20 minutes, you do that. Oh, okay. Whew. Let's do some jumping jacks. If we don't cool down though, and we take a shower, we'll just be sweating in the shower. Oh, sweat in my eye. Whew. Oh, my leg is so done right now. And my hands are done. My body's just like, yep, good job. We're proud of you, but we're done. Ow. Ooh, that hurts my hip. Ooh. It's fucked up. Oh. That's how I can stretch my back and my legs, but my hip does not like that right now. Okay, let's try doing... Ow. Ooh, boy. Oh, okay, yeah, no, can't do that, okay. Maybe just some side steps. Or like some cross side steps, because that tends to feel better. I don't know why, but putting my, like taking my leg and crossing it versus just doing it outward, it feels better, like I don't know. It's gotta be like weight distribution or something. takes, like, I don't know, because, like, this movement, putting my leg behind me, oh, like, my hip hurts, but, like, it also feels good. Oh, man. Whew. Whew. Oh, we're still profusely sweating. Gotta get our temperature down. Before we take our shower, let's drink some water. And before I do, obviously, my shower and everything, I'm going to say my goodbyes here. Thank you again to anyone that's been lurking, twerking, watching incognitally. Whew. Just got a great mini sweat sesh done. 20 minutes actually used to be our standard. We would do 20 minutes every day, then we went up to 30 minutes, then 40 minutes, and sometimes we do an hour. It's just really listening to my hip, you know? Oh, my fucking knee. Ouch, ouch. Body in motion stays in motion. Alright, motherfuckers. Thank you so much to anyone that's been tuning in. I hope that you have just a stupendous rest of your Wednesday. I have a pretty busy day. I'm pretty sure this is just my one and only meeting for today, but maybe not, you know. I'm kid-free, so for all I know, after my mom leaves sometimes later on, I may, let me at least come down here. I may, you know, do a meeting after my mom leaves, but from here I'm going to continue to stretch, go take a shower once I'm no longer profusely sweating. I'm not, like, super profusely sweating, but I am still actively sweating right now, so we just, ouch, ooh, that's not nice for my knee, okay. Need to actively stretch and cool down, and then take our shower. My mom will be here. She's on her way now, so I imagine she'll get here by like 12:30 or something like that, giving us enough time to toke a bowl, and then we'll have to head out to my appointment. So yeah, only the universe truly knows when I'm gonna make more content, but until then and always, do remember to be kind to yourself and everyone else. And we'll see you next time. Bye!